All the men in my life keep getting killed by Kandarian demons.
All the men in your life keep getting killed by Kandarian demons.
First there was Ed, a really nice guy. Didn't talk too much, but I didn't mind. I was all set to marry him, but before we could consummate, Ed was killed by a Kandarian demon.
Kandarian demon, Kandarian demon, Kandarian demon.
Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. Oh, man, made it. We're so near the end to the alphabet of awesome movies 2, given to us by Dyslexic Nick, who will be gracing us with the very last letter, Z, in this challenge, seeing as how he's the one that created this and started it off with the letter A. Well, this word for this week, actually, this is the next week. This is the letter Z's week. Sorry about that. I really should have picked something. This letter was tough. Not to mention the fact that I've been having some issues. So, but that's nothing big. Hopefully I'm going to make some sense here. I'm taking some extra stuff to kind of help me get through this. So it really affects my brain. Yeah, oh God, let's get off of that subject. But here we are. And the letter for the week was Y. And the word given to us by Tattooed Doorman is yarn. What is it? A unbelievable story or tall tale, I guess you could say a yarn would be. So, going on with the background, we'll start over here with Kill Me Again. Val Kilmer, and at the time his wife Joanna Wally Kilmer, starring in this with Michael Madsen. Val Kilmer is a detective that is hired by his wife's character to weave a yarn of murder so that she can escape. So they do this fictitious setup, and to where someone would come in and believe that she has been killed. It's called Kill Me Again because it worked once, but she needs to, because of the choices that she's made and how things are not quite working in her favor, she's needing to have him weave another tale, intricate lie, in a yarn to have her appear dead twice. This is a slow burn movie and a big sleeper also. Really very well done and a great mystery. Very well acted. And we have the 13th Warrior. Now you're thinking, well, how can that be? Well, because Antonio Banderas goes to up north with the Northmen to oh no, I forget. Anyways, he's there to boister relationships between his kingdom, he's an Arab, and the North, and to find out about some things. He hears about this tale of this gigantic worm, this fire worm, that is traveling down and destroying and killing people. Him and 12 other warriors band together. He's the 13th that have been chosen and prophesied to stop the worm. And so the whole thing is, it's not them going up there and battling this thing, because it turns out it's just some invaders. But it's a simple fact that all these people believe this myth, and in fact when they first see it coming down, which it turns out to not be a worm, they believe, because it's trailing through the mountains and everything, that it actually is a fire worm coming down to destroy them. But it just turns out it's just these certain people. Very well done. One of the best Norse movies that I mean, there's so many good ones, but one of my favorites. I'm really happy that they had. Very well acted, very well done. Eric the Viking. I mean, this is a crazy story. I picked this one because of the priest, the guy who's believing in God and Christianity. He's going along for this journey with Eric and all the other Vikings to save their world in Battle of Frost, whatever. But the simple fact is that to everything, all their experiences, everything that they're going through, to him is a tall tale, because he can't see. He's not experiencing what they are. I mean, none of the stuff is real. Like when they're fighting the gigantic serpent that comes out of the water and it's got that big, huge eye thing they can't look into. It mesmerizes them and eats them. I mean, they're battling this gigantic monster. And the whole time he's going, what? I don't see anything. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Why are you acting this way? So that makes everything to him a tall tale, just a yarn, a fantastic story, an illusion that these people are making up that he can't see. Horror Show 3000, put this in there. Frailty, love this movie. Bill Paxton's directorial debut. You want to find out how this fits into yarn? Go check out Horror Show 3000 and what he has to say about it. Excellent choice. I put this in there for another one. I think it was for Vixens, or maybe it was crap. Anyways, I can't remember which one I put this in for, but this whole thing is a yarn, because all the, and this is Suicide Girls Must Die. All the suicide girls in this are made to believe that there's actually a killer going around killing them off while they're doing a calendar shoot. So it's this whole tale woven about this killer going around and killing them, and they think it's real, but it's not. Really funny. I enjoyed it. A lot of people don't, but I enjoyed this a lot. I thought it was great how they're just tricking them through a story and through, the use of certain things to perpetrate this story. Here we are. Mention it by almost everyone, come on. Brothers Grimm, we got Terry Gilliam movies. I mean, you can pick almost any of them. But you have Brothers Grimm. I mean, they make their livelihood on perpetrating tall tales. Like the witch inside the person's farm, or in their what is it? That thing's called? Oh my God, I can't remember what it's called. Their barn or whatever. That was just a friend of theirs dressed up like a witch with all these mechanical stuff to gain money from these people to, perpetrate their fears and everything of these tall tales and these myths. Big Fish. Want to know how this one falls in with just great. Casey Jones, Chris. His link will be down below too. His choice, Big Fish. Excellent movie. Great tall tales throughout. Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Come on, we got Tattooed Doorman talking about this. He picked another one, but some other stuff. But here, you got Adventures of Baron Munchausen. This was also Casey Jones talked about it too, I believe. Sorry if I messed that up and say didn't. My brain kind of working on a lesser function right now. Time Bandits was also mentioned, but no one had shown it. But come on, this is tall tale after tall tale after tall tale. Love this movie. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, another Terry Gilliam. Great, well-acted tale. So many things within it. These tall, unbelievable tales. Just crazy. Just really interesting in Heath Ledger's last movie, which he never got to complete. Big Trouble in Little China. Just the beginning of the movie, you had the insurance. I think it was an insurance investigator who's talking to Egg Shen and wants to know how, was it half of Little China or Chinatown got blown up in green light. He's hearing all these fantastic stories about destruction and everything. It was destruction to Chinatown, but he's there to find out about, these claims, and he wants to know about Jack Burton. So, to him, all of this is nothing but a far-fetched tall tale. And how could I include the Blair Witch Project? For the simple fact that the joke, everything was played upon us, okay, as the viewers. This tale, this unbelievable tale of these 3 college students, film students, going and being lost, and this found footage, and then being released. How many people fell for this, for the fake websites and everything that perpetrated this tall, unbelievable tale of lost and travesty? It was all fake. But that's why I put in the Blair Witch Project. I mean, this is the one that just really put the twist and everything to everything made, upon us, to where people were believing, hey, this was real. Oh, I gotta hurry this up. I didn't realize how much time is going by. But for my ultimate pick, and I'm sorry, I have a really hard time picking between these two. Well, you know what? I'm going to go this way. Here is my runner-up is going to go with The Men Who Stare at Goats. This is based upon actual true events that took place within the U.S. Army, where they actually did experiment with mind control and all kinds of really interesting subjects. The military has done some really fucked up stuff to its soldiers. Oh, God, I'm not even going to get into that, because I have tales to tell. But, yeah, this one, Ewan McGregor is a reporter who comes across this story about a top-secret experimental project within the U.S. military, dealing with mind control and everything, and there's all these tales and unbelievable tales about these individuals behind it, and the incredible things they can do with their mind, and controlling people from far distances, remote viewing, making things pass out. They called themselves Jedis, just craziness. And it just came down to, the thing between reality and fantasy, it really becomes blurred, because you watch this going, and Ewan McGregor character even questions some of the stuff. He's like, what the what's real, what's not? Are these people real, or are they just brainwashed into believing this shit is real? Because some stuff they seem to be able to do, and other things they're claiming they can do, but he didn't see any evidence. It's just a whacked out story. Perfect for yarn. So my runner-up pick goes to The Men Who Stare at Goats. I love that movie. And my number 1 pick, which barely beat out that one, goes to Arabian Nights, where right here, I can't even say her name, god damn it. Anyways, she is a concubine, okay, to the king. And the king is notorious for, when he does is he marries his bride within that night, before they reach the next day, his bride is dead. He kills her, because he can't trust her. So, he's going to pick one of his girls. Well, she volunteers herself to become his bride, because her mentor is a storyteller, and she is learning the art of storytelling, and she decides that she's going to not only save her kingdom and save the other girls from being murdered by the king, that she is going to tell him stories, and then survive and show him that, hey, you know what he's doing doesn't need to be, that everything about it is a lie and is not real. But she's telling him through stories to last, because if she can keep him from killing her for at least that night, and then 24 hours, then the curse will be broken. Really cool, and a bunch of different stories. She's just making up everything from Aladdin to Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, all this kind of stuff. She's just telling these tales, these tall tales, one right after the other, to save her life and to save the life of others, and also to end up ultimately saving her kingdom. So there you go. My picks for the letter Y and the word yarn go to The Men Who Stare at Goats, and Arabian Nights. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for just hanging around. Next week we'll be back with, like I said, Dyslexic Nick giving us the final word for the final letter Z. Can't believe this is it. Honestly, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with myself after this. I don't know if someone will come up with something else, another challenge or whatever. I'll figure something out. But take care, everyone, and we'll catch you later.
And now that I've met you two guys, I know you'll soon be dead.
What the?
They say love is cruel, and I believe them. My heart's always broken, 'cause the men in my life, and I mean all the men in my life, every single man in my life keeps getting killed by Kandarian D.